Here is Jay Kanzler, live and local on the Big 550 KTRS.
Of All Access with Jay Kanzler. No more Mr. Nice Guy here. No more Mr. Nice Guy. In studio with me is Ethan Macaluso, filling in, working the double shift. Howard is on vacation. Howard's going to be back on Monday from New Mexico. Behind the glass is Marquise Jones, and producing the show. On the phone with us, Samantha St. Raymond and Jeff Wynn. Samantha is the founder of Play It Forward, and Jeff Wynn is a STL drum show ambassador. Thank you both for joining us here on the show.
Hey, good evening. Thanks for having us.
Okay, so I may have oversold the segment to those that are listening here based on the sheet I was reading. But Jeff Wynn, you are an STL drum show ambassador. I'm sure you're a fabulous drummer, but you are not Glenn Sobel, who is going to be at the STL drum show on Saturday, October 20th. Is that correct?
No, correct. I'm not Glenn Sobel, but we were very, very lucky to have him be available and participate in our show.
It sounds great.
We reached out to him. And
yeah. So, we've been talking about it just a little. Going back, Alice Cooper has been a favorite of mine since I bought probably the first album I ever bought was $1 Billion Babies, and even to this day when I see him in Wayne's World or where I watch him on Access TV, Alice Cooper did a concert there. He's been great, and it'll be a lot of fun to have Glenn Sobel, who's been drumming with him since when? I think 2011.
I think you're correct, Jay.
And he is part of the show. So let's take a step back. And Samantha St. Raymond, you are the founder of Play It Forward. What is that, and what's the event you have lined up for October 20th?
Well, Play It Forward is a St. Louis born and raised non-for-profit. We started as a charity 12 years ago, and we became an official nonprofit in 2014. So we provide musical instruments to underfunded music programs and underserved communities. And we've done a tremendous amount of work. And basically we give children that want to play music that may otherwise not have an opportunity to do so because of funding or situations maybe from home that they're in. And we provide those musical instruments for them at no charge to the, obviously ever to the student or the child, the parent or caretaker, or the school. So Play It Forward believes, and I've said it many times, that there's more instruments in our homes than there are in our schools. So it just became our mission to market the program and get people to realize, hey, if you got a trumpet that your kid played in high school and they're off to college and you still have that trumpet and you don't know what to do with it, then Play It Forward takes it. We make sure it's in good condition, playable. And through our network, we funnel it back into, like I said, music programs or case-by-case individual kids that want to play music, and we just give it to them. So we're like a recycling business, if you will, with instruments. So there's no point in a great trumpet or a violin or a cello to be in your closet in your basement collecting dust. So, we all know that the arts are struggling in our schools. Funding's being cut. Parents aren't able to afford. These are kind of luxuries sometimes.
Right.
And these kids are not able to play. So we're trying to fill that gap by just recycling the instruments back into the children that need it.
I have my Bundy trumpet from 5th and 6th grade. It is still in my closet. You're right. I need to. I thought someday I would play it. It's been 50 years. It's not going to happen. Somebody else needs to pick it up and have an opportunity with it.
If I may, I want to say that we hear that all the time, and that's almost the amazing part of, a lot of people have said to me, well, I didn't know what I could do with it. It's just one trumpet. And I said, well, yeah, but if you have one trumpet and you have one cornet and you have one saxophone, times, we can create a brass band just by everybody's one individual trumpet or horn. So we hear that a lot, that people just don't know what to do with them. You're not throwing them away. Nobody's really going to the pawn shop anymore to pawn instruments.
Yeah, nobody's going to pay anything for my Bundy trumpet from 6th grade.
But actually, a Bundy trumpet is still being used in schools right now.
It's
probably a great instrument.
Oh, no, I'm saying, but nobody's going to pay anything at the pawn shop for it.
Right. This is true.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what you could do with that instrument, now that you've told us about it, we'll just stalk you and haunt you on it. It's ours now. So, really, we'll just give it to us, and we'll put it back into one of the bands, one of the orchestras in schools, or an individual student that needs to play. It's a great program.
Absolutely. It sounds wonderful. And it is so important because schools are cutting music budgets. Schools are cutting arts budgets, and that's a shame. I think we will rue the day, but budgets are what they are, and now it's up to us to fill that void, and your program will do that, Play It Forward. Now, you have an event coming up this Saturday as part of what you do, and that is the STL Drum Show. It's at the Koken Art Factory, Kokan, Koken Art Factory, 2500 Ohio Avenue. That's right down there in South St. Louis. It is if you even think you like drums, you have to be there on October 20th.
Yeah, and Jeff can tell you a lot about that. And they were kind enough, and our friend Brett Phelps, who's a good friend of Play It Forward, and been a big fan and a big supporter, when the guys put this Drum Ambassador show together, he said, look, we should attach a local charity to this, and that's how we were selected to be the benefactor of the show. And I'll let Jeff fill you in on all those details.
Sure. So fill me in, Jeff. Let me just initially say I'm quite the cowbell player, and I'd like to get better.
Oh.
Will they have an opportunity? Will I have an opportunity to get better as part of this show?
Oh, most certainly. I mean, we're looking for anyone that has any interest in percussion, drums. If you've tapped on a coffee can before, there's going to be something for you there. But if you'd like to hear a little bit about the show,
absolutely.
This came together this past April, actually, and I was at a show out in Kansas City, and with my friend Randy Hout, and we said to ourselves, St. Louis needs a show, and so we got on the phone with Brett Phelps, got on the phone with another drummer friend, Chuck Dalba, and we put this together in about a month's time. We had found our venue, we had reached out to Sam, and in about 2 weeks later, we sold out all the vendor space.
Wow.
We've got vendors coming from 15 states now, as far away as Maryland, Houston, Texas, Minneapolis, and these are collectors, they're custom drum makers, they're enthusiasts. And so it's going to be a day of drums. We've got 47 vendors that are going to be displaying their collections, their items for sale. Along the way, we picked up Glenn Sobel, which you mentioned, outstanding drummer, also plays with Hollywood Vampires, which is Johnny Depp's band.
Yeah. And
we've got a local educator, Matthew Henry, who's a professor at UMSL. He's going to be giving our first clinic. And we've got a gentleman by the name of James Sexton out of Memphis, who's an outstanding drummer, who's going to be doing a clinic as well. It's a free event, free clinics, free admission, family friendly. There's going to be so much to see and so much to do. It's we're super excited about it.
Yeah, it's a kind of a one-of-a-kind opportunity here. I understand it's kind of a swap meet. There's a consignment area. If you're looking to dump some drums, it's
none of that, please.
Yeah, no, it's a family-friendly event. If you're looking to unload some drums, and they can be taking up some space, as you said, just like my trumpet in the closet, or you're looking to fill that space with some drums, this would be a great chance.
Oh, most certainly, and these collectors, they buy and sell. A lot of them have certain specialties. They specialize in certain brands or certain eras. I mean, there's drums from 1900 up to present day, and one of these individuals, or vendors, sellers at the show, may be, an expert in that particular, drum or make.
Right.
Some people bring their drums just to get appraised and to meet other people. This is a hobby. It's a lot of us are drummers on the side with bands. Brett plays in a couple bands here in town, as does Chuck, and we're drum geeks.
It sounds like a great time. The clinics, they're free. In order to participate in those, does someone have to sign up? Do they have to bring their own sticks? Can they just show up as is?
Yeah, they can show up as is. If you visit our website, which is www.stldrumshow.com, you can pre-register for the show, and what that does is allows you to be entered for door prizes, and we've also got a pre-registration prize just for the people that pre-register prior to the show up till the 19th. You'll be entered to win a drum that Ludwig Drums has donated. So not only is it free, but someone's going to go home with about a $600-700 drum just for showing up.
That sounds like a heck of a deal. So your website for the drum show is stldrumshow.com. And for Play It Forward, Samantha, what is your website?
We're at playitforwardstl.org. And I just got to jump in here. Are we going to just pass over the fact that Johnny Depp is coming? Did I hear that correctly?
I didn't say that Johnny Depp was coming.
Oh, darn it. I thought I heard that.
But you never know.
I just thought I heard that.
It could be Alice Cooper, too. I'm not saying it is, not saying it isn't. Let me ask you one last question before I let you go, Jeff Wynn. I think the cowbell gets short shrift. I don't see enough attention paid to it. Will you be paying attention to the cowbell as part of your clinics?
Oh, most definitely. The cowbell, has a long history, and is seen on many, many rock tunes, or heard on many rock tunes. And if, Jake, if you come there, I will personally give you a cowbell lesson.
Let's not forget the songs that would not have made the top 40, would not have even gotten off the ground without the cowbell. I'll be there. I'm bringing my own cowbell. I'm looking to upgrade, so hopefully as part of the consignment area. It is all Saturday. It's 10 to 5. It is at the Koken Art Factory, Koken Art Factory, 2500 Ohio Avenue. That's in South St. Louis. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Samantha, Jeff, looking forward to it.
Hey, thank you for having us on your show tonight. And listen, if you come on Saturday, don't forget to bring that trumpet, because we'll take that.
Oh, that's another thing. Will you take donations at the show?
Yeah, we encourage people, please, even if you've never been to a drum swap meet before and you don't know what you're getting into, just bring the instrument that you have, that you've wanted to do something with it. We'll take it that afternoon. I'll be there, in addition to other Play It Forward members. We'll take that instrument. We'll write you a tax-deductible receipt for 2018. And we also have some prizes on our website that two of them are $5 and one of them is $10. The $10 one is a full drum kit. It's beautiful.
Right.
So lots of things to win and lots going on. Again, family-friendly, all ages. Bring the kids. and support a local charity, and the first time the Drum Ambassador show in St. Louis.
Yeah, very good.
And October 20th.
Yep. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Saturday, October 20th.
Thank you,
Correct.
Jeff and Samantha. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
All right, thanks, Jay.
You bet. Take care. All right.
Bye-bye.
There you go. It's 10:20. All Access with Jay Kanzler. Take a break. Come right back after this.